Every day got a giant, man. Every day there's a giant to slay, man. David slayed Goliath, right, with a stone. However you interpret the story, man, just know that a giant was slayed with a stone. And that stone is magical. And sometimes that stone is faith. Sometimes that stone is patience, man. Sometimes that stone is perseverance. Sometimes that stone is a stone, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's an arrow. Bang. Sometimes it's dragonfire, man. But whatever it takes to slay that giant, that's what you do. But don't worry about tomorrow's giant. Like, don't get in the habit of saying, man, but tomorrow I got to do this. And then next week I got to do that. Next week's giant got next week's stone. Tomorrow's giant you slay with tomorrow's stone. And today's giant, you slayed it with a noggin, man. We both slayed that giant, man. We slayed that giant with today's stone. And we kept the water flowing, man. That was our stone. You know what I'm saying? We kept the water flowing, man. We kept the fire burning, man. And we kept the code today, right? No powers before our powers today, right? No adultery on the oath with our cons of our Shabata, no adultery, no mixing with false hijack frequencies, right? Yeah, no stealing, yeah, no killing, no murder, your noggin. That's the stone of the day to slay this giant that we up against, this giant of the unknown, this giant that's creeping up on us, calling themselves National Guard. Guarding what? Who are you guarding, man? You ain't guarding the tribe. You ain't guarding the tribe. Who they policing, man? They ain't policing the tribe. We used to have tribe police tribe. We used to have priests and elders and people you can go to for help, for assistance. Man, now, man, it's all hijack city, man. That means you behind enemy lines, dog. You behind enemy lines, man. If you ain't got nobody to really go to, nobody to really trust, man, no false witnessing is a part of our code. But now we call it snitching. Because you can't go to no popo because they don't have your best interest at heart. You can't go to no detective in the streets, right? But back in the day, you can go to your tribal elders and you can say, hey, I saw this man do an inappropriate thing with such and such. I think we need vengeance on that knocker. And we could police our own tribe, man. That ain't snitching, my nigga. That's being an actual witness to make sure that the law is being kept, to be judges on the earth. But snitching, is getting your homie in trouble. And bearing false witness is getting your homie in trouble and acting like you was a witness when you weren't no witness. You weren't even a witness, but you pointed a knock out, but you weren't even a witness. Matter of fact, you was a false witness, man. That's what the code is. Snitching is kind of, a derivative of that. Don't talk to nobody. Don't tell nobody. It's like two kids playing and someone throws a toy at somebody. I'm telling, what I'm saying? But look, if your brother or sister is doing something that you need, what I'm saying, to get intervention from your parents to make sure they safe, is that snitching? Or is that looking out for your brother and sister? And if I didn't tell Pops, it would have been all bad for you if he didn't stop you from getting in that car and doing that thing that you was about to do. That ain't snitching on your brother. That's looking out for your brother. You know what I'm saying? But going to the po-po to get your brother locked up, or you got caught, so you're gonna make sure everybody get caught. That's snitching, man. But it's all a derivative of false witnessing. If we back in code, then that's our stone of the day, and that's gonna be our forever stone. You keep the code, we break the spell. We reverse the curse, we break the spell, my nigga, man. We popping off, man. Cons, man, I'm over here playing. I'm in daddy daycare, and I just appreciate y'all for getting me here. Today's giant got slayed with today's stone. We took this Goliath down together, and the stones are magical, man. Dawood had like 3 stones for each of the giants, man. He was taking all these stones, all these giants down, but 1 stone for each giant. And that giant might be a multitude of things, man. You might get hijacked in the morning, hijacked in the afternoon, hijacked at night, different things. You got bills to pay. How am I gonna pay these bills? How am I gonna, what I'm saying, get enough sleep to do this? How are we gonna take care of this issue? How am I gonna take care of the issue within myself? All these are parts of the same giant of the day. And when you get through that day and you slay that giant with the stone of faith, with the stone of perseverance, right? With the stone of scripture, with the stone of prayer, my naga, with the stone of talking to a good naga near you, a good person that you know, and clearing your heart bone, you know what I mean? That might be the stone of the day, or it might be dragonfly. I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm gonna leave it up to you, boss. I love y'all. Keep the water flowing, keep the fire burning, keep the cold. Shabbat Shalawam, we did it again. You popping off tabernacles and you pop it off, and you remember, man, that we were freed out of the hijack to be in the wilderness. That means that we were freed out of the Egypt. You know what I'm saying? We got the Exodus to get into the wilderness. Now we're going through another Exodus movement of the people, and it starts in your heart bone and how you think. Get the evil wild beasts out of your head. All them hijack, all them negative thoughts, all that doubt, all that fear. It's evil wild beasts. Get it out your head bone. Protect your gates. Guard your gates, man. You want to be a guardian, man? You want to bring the National Guard, man? How about we guard our own gates? We protect our own tribe and we pop off, man. We slay these giants one by one. Tomorrow's giant got tomorrow's stone. Don't worry about tomorrow. You just slay today's giant with today's stone. And Goliath will fall and be your footstool, man. Psalms 18. Halal HaWah.